Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Big Rick Talking Sports. Today we're going to take on the firing of Buck Showalter from the Mets. We're going to review what went wrong, how we can fix this, who are the good candidates to replace him. But before we begin this video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you know when I post new videos. Now, before I begin my video on this, I just want to say thanks to the Mets for doing this.
Meanwhile, everybody out in front of the Mets dugout cheering on Buck Showalter as he brings the lineup card up to home plate for the final time.
Met fans are classy. They are very classy for doing that because Buck Showalter did an amazing job with the Mets. Last year, he didn't win it, but he led us to 101 victories, 101 and 61. This year, we had a lot of injuries, a lot of problems going on. Players that we signed through free agencies didn't pan out or they got hurt or didn't play for half the year. And we ended up 13 games above 500, 74, 87, and 1. One game being the suspended game against the Marlins due to the rain issue. So, but to me, if you look at it, he was 40 games over 1 year. He was 13 games below this year. That means he's 27 games above 500 with the Mets in 2 years. I think you still give him a chance for a third year. I don't know why we let him go. I know Met fans are upset how this year went, but I don't think you can blame it solely on his coaching skills. I think a lot of things went wrong with his team, and we're going to break down some of these issues. One issue, I believe, yeah, the biggest issue, I believe, is our offense. If you look at it, our batting average ranked 14th, our on base percentage ranked 11th, slugging ranked 9th, OPS ranked 9th, stolen bases ranked 9th, home runs. It's probably the best thing we're ranked at. It was 4th. Runs scored, 11th. Hits, 14th. Remember, there's only 15. This is National League ranking, not Major League. There's just National League ranking. There's only 15 teams in the National League. We ranked 14th in two of the biggest categories. That means there's only one worse team than us in that. So our hitters didn't come through. Stolen bases were at 9th, but to me, I think we could have done a lot better. Um, First off, Starling Marte was hurt most of the year, about half the year. He had about 24 stolen bases. I believe Lindor needs to be able to steal more bases than 31. I'm sorry, but 31 to me is a letdown, especially with all the new rules they put in. And you're telling me you can only get 31 stolen bases in a year, and we're supposed to celebrate 30-30 for you? Not with these new rules. 30-30 maybe last year with the old rules. Yeah, that's a celebration. With the new rules, you should have about close to 50. I'm sorry, there's no excuse with his speed why he doesn't have about 50 stolen bases. I don't know. That's just me. But another one is Nemo. Nemo, if you pull up his stats, he only had 3 stolen bases and he was caught 3 times. That is atrocious. He's at 50%. I mean, he's our leadoff hitter. He's great at getting on base. No doubt about it. He takes a lot of pitches. He works the count. He's a great number 2 hitter, not a number 1, a number 2. If Starling Marte is healthy, it's Marte and Nemo, and that's how it should be. But now we have to find someone who could be a leadoff hitter, or we got to hope that Marte comes back healthy and can hit again. Because it's not just Marte coming back. If Marte comes back and he's not able to hit, he could play 162 games and not be able to hit, and it doesn't do us any good if he can't get on base. Because we need him on base to get us about 40 to 50 stolen bases in a year. With the team speed we have, I believe we should be in the top 5. But 9th to me, you might as well be in 14th than that because that's just pathetic. On top of all that, I'm going to say our pitching was a bit of a letdown too. if you look at it, wins. We only had 74, again, 12. ERA, ninth. Earned runs, ninth. Runs, ninth. Walks, 13th. Strikeouts, 6. A lot of that's due to Kodai Senga. Hits, 1335. We're 6. That's too many hits. Saves, we only had 34. We're ranked 14th. And shutouts, we only had one shutout all year. That is horrible. I mean, we need more than just one shutout. I think we didn't even have a complete game this whole year. I mean, yes, I understand how baseball is nowadays. You're rarely going to get a complete game, but you usually get at least one or two a year. We didn't have any. And just one shutout, that's ridiculous. Our bullpen let us down. Um, we traded Dave Robinson away halfway through the year when we basically raised the white flag and just started trading people away. Our bullpen needs a lot of work. So those to me were the major issues of why the Mets just were not a reliable team to win this year. Now, what can they do going forward? Well, there are some notable free agents. I think we got to work on the pitching and relief pitching. I don't think there's a hitter out there that's going to help us right now. I know there's a lot of talk about, oh, we could trade for Juan Soto. The problem with trading for Juan Soto is you got to give up a lot of people in your minor league system, a system that you've been working on so hard to build up. And now this year, because we were so bad, we're probably going to have a high draft pick. You can be able to make some good picks, build up that farm system a little bit more. We have some really good prospects down there. And are you going to trade them a haul just to get Juan Soto? Um, I don't know. I don't know if I even want someone from that San Diego team because, or except for some of their pitchers, because they really had a negative. Everything I hear about them is a negative locker room, like a lot of ill will amongst the players. I don't know if I want that in my teams, but there are some good available free agents. Of course, the best of the best out there is going to be Shohei Ohtani. Now, we all know he's not going to pitch next year, but he is still going to be able to hit, and he would be amazing behind Alonso because that's the one thing Alonso doesn't have. Lindor doesn't hit well enough to be that guy that bats behind Alonso to scare people to pitch to Alonso. And I believe that's the one reason Alonso has such a bad batting average. But if you put Shohei behind him, then you have to pitch to him because Shohei is just as dangerous. So imagine if Marte was healthy, then you had Nemo, then you had Lindor, then you had Alonso, then you had Shohei, and then maybe Alvarez or something like that. That would be a scary lineup. So yeah, he would fit the hitting part, and then when he comes back, he could start pitching again. That would be great. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce the first name of this next one, but Yamamoto. I've been hearing about him for a while. Uh, Yoshinuba Yamamoto. I'm going to guess that's how you say his first name. He is a great pitcher out in Japan. He's going to be a coveted free agent. I believe the Mets might have a better chance of getting him than the Yankees. I know the Yankees are going to go after him, but I think it would be great if the Mets can land him because then you got Kodai, you got Yamamoto, Senga, Yamamoto. Um, Hopefully David Peterson can bounce back because I expected more from David Peterson this year than what we got. I expected more from Tyler McGill than what we got, and picking up somebody like Yamamoto would be amazing. Another option would be, and I would love to do this, is take Aaron Nola from the Phillies and get him on our team. It'd be great to steal a player from their team and put him on our team. He's a great pitcher. Uh, and he's still, I think, around 31, 32, so he's not too bad. He's not like really old. He's not like we're signing Verlander, who was in his 40s. So he's still got a lot of juice in that arm. Then you got Blake Snell. We've been needing a good left-handed starter for a long time. Blake Snell would be great. I did say I didn't want anybody from the Padres, but Blake Snell would be like the one person I would take. Then for the bullpen, Josh Hader. We've been linked to trading for this guy for years. I would love to get him as a backup because I don't know what type of pitcher we're getting with Edwin Diaz when he comes back from his injuries. I think he would be a great relief pitcher just in case. Another starting pitcher is Jordan Montgomery. He had a pretty good solid season. I think he will be a great pitcher for the Mets, and it won't cost you so much. Trevor May, an ex-Met, he might want to come back, pitch for us out of the bullpen. He won't cost too much. And Ryan Stanek, he's a pretty decent bullpen pitcher. He can help us bolster that bullpen. I mean, we're going to have to pick up some bullpen pitching along the way because our bullpen really is suffering. So those are the best ones I found that I think can help the team next year. Now, obviously, they're going to have to find some power hitting somewhere, but I don't know where else. Shohei's going to cost a lot of money. I don't know if the Mets are willing to spend that money. I don't know if the Mets are going to go trade for Soto. I would like Soto, but I don't know if it's worth trading all those prospects. And again, I don't know how much of an influence he was in that San Diego Padres locker room. Because for some reason, every team that spent a lot of money failed, but the Padres failed really miserably too. So I don't know if he was one of the main reasons. Now, as for who are the best available coaches that the Mets can go after, I believe the leading candidate is going to be Craig Counsell. He did a pretty good job with the Brewers. Um, I liked him as a player too. I always liked coaches that were once players, and he was like the type of player I always loved. Like he kind of reminded me. He was a better hitter than him, but remember when the Mets had Joe McEwing? I always liked those type of players, like the players that just come out of nowhere and they contribute. They might not be like the greatest hitters or anything like that, but they contribute in some way and they earn my respect. So I always was a big Joe McEwing fan. So Craig Counsell to me would be a great coach for us. Um, Gabe Kapler, ex coach for the Giants out here. Uh, I'm not feeling Ryan Flaherty. Again, I want to stay far away from um, Padre problems, so I'm not feeling that one. Joe Espada taking someone from Houston. I mean, we try to take Beltran. I would be up for even signing Beltran as our head coach. I still think he could be a great coach, but what the heck, I don't know. Joe Espada, why not? Bring a winning culture to the Mets. Or talk about winning culture, Clayton I can't say that name, man. People got hard last name to say. McCullough, let's go with that. From the Dodgers, first base coach. And again, bringing winning culture over. So I'm thinking the leading candidate is Craig Counsell. I would go with Joe Espada or Clayton. I'm not going to try that last name again because they at least come from a winning culture. So I would go with those. In the comments below, let me know who you think the best coaching candidates would be. Who would you like to sign as a coach? Would you be down for Beltran coming back as a coach? What free agents you would go out and sign if you were the general manager of the Mets? Who are you signing? But that's it for today. So just let me know what you guys think. And as always, peace.